Welcome back, Scorpio. In today's reading for March 27th, I want to begin with a clear and grounded message. You are in the midst of a powerful transformation. If you've been feeling uncertain, scattered, or questioning your direction, know that this is not a sign of failure. It's a call to realignment. The challenges you're facing right now are not punishments. They are preparations. The universe is urging you to reconnect with your higher self and release the fears, doubts, and relationships that no longer support your growth. As we move forward, we'll explore how today's energies are influencing different areas of your life: emotions, career, love, and finances, so you can navigate this turning point with clarity and purpose. Astrologically speaking, the energies surrounding March 27th are signaling a pivotal emotional and financial shift for you, Scorpio. Planetary alignments are activating areas of your chart that govern self-worth, personal security, and inner transformation. This suggests that you're approaching a breakthrough, a moment where internal clarity begins to reshape your external circumstances. Emotionally, you may notice old patterns rising to the surface, particularly those linked to how you give and receive love or how you handle vulnerability. These aren't resurfacing to overwhelm you, but to be acknowledged, understood, and ultimately released. You're being guided to let go of outdated emotional frameworks so you can make space for more aligned, reciprocal connections. Financially, this is a time to reassess your relationship with abundance. If you've been operating from a place of scarcity or survival, the current energy is urging a reset, one that begins with mindset before it manifests in material form. This isn't about quick wins or sudden gains. It's about building a more sustainable, empowered foundation where your self-worth and your financial flow are in harmony. On both fronts, emotional and material, you're being supported to close chapters that no longer serve you. These may be subtle realizations or undeniable turning points, but either way, they're necessary steps toward a more grounded and authentic version of your life. When it comes to your finances and career path, Scorpio, the recent past may have felt like an extended test of your endurance. You've likely been carrying more than your share of responsibilities, pushing through cycles of hard work with minimal reward. The fatigue, both mental and physical, has been real, and at times it may have made you question whether your efforts are ever going to lead to meaningful change. But March 25th marks the beginning of a subtle yet significant shift. The universe is initiating movement behind the scenes, and while progress may still appear slow, it's gaining momentum in ways you might not immediately recognize. You could receive a financial offer, a job opportunity, or support from someone who sees your value more clearly than you realize. It might come in an unexpected form, something you wouldn't normally consider, or something that seems too small at first glance. Don't dismiss it too quickly. Seeds of long-term stability are often disguised as modest beginnings. What's crucial right now is your ability to remain open without losing discernment. Trust your intuition. You'll sense when something feels aligned, even if logic hasn't fully caught up yet. The cosmic rhythm you're currently moving in isn't built for instant gratification. It's structured for lasting impact. This is the kind of shift that realigns your external work with your internal truth. And that kind of alignment takes courage, patience, and faith in your own timing. You're being guided to build or rebuild a path that's not only financially viable, but soul-sustaining. That might mean starting something new on the side, revisiting an old skill with fresh perspective, or simply renegotiating how you show up in your current role. Don't underestimate the power of small decisions right now. Your consistency is creating new energetic pathways. As we move into the next part of this reading, we'll explore how these shifting energies also affect your emotional and relational world. Because for Scorpio, money and meaning are often intertwined. You're not just working for survival, you're working for purpose. And that purpose is becoming clearer, one aligned step at a time. In matters of the heart, Scorpio, today's energy brings the unmistakable pull of something or someone deeply significant. There's a magnetic undercurrent moving through your emotional field, one that speaks not of fleeting attraction, but of soul-level connection. Whether this is the resurfacing of a past love or the sudden appearance of a kindred spirit, the energy surrounding March 25th suggests that something meaningful is trying to find its way to you. If you're single, this may manifest as a strong emotional resonance with someone new, someone whose presence feels oddly familiar, as if you've known them long before this lifetime. This isn't casual energy, it's intense, charged with the sense that fate is quietly orchestrating an encounter that could shift the course of your emotional life. You may feel it through eye contact, shared silence, or a conversation that stirs something dormant within you. If you've been longing for love but also protecting yourself from pain, the current energy asks you to soften just enough to allow the possibility of connection. For those already in a relationship, this is a powerful moment to recalibrate. The emotional climate calls for honesty, not just with your partner, but with yourself. What are you holding back? What needs haven't been voiced? This is a day for brave conversations, for vulnerability without fear of rejection. When Scorpio loves, it loves with depth. But that same depth can sometimes create emotional silos. Today, the stars invite you to open a window in those walls and let light in. Reconnection is possible, but it requires presence, not performance. There's also a strong sense of healing in this space, healing from past wounds that may have kept you guarded, skeptical, or emotionally withdrawn. Whether you're welcoming new love or reawakening intimacy with a current partner, what's unfolding now has the power to restore your faith in emotional reciprocity. It's not about perfection, it's about truth, resonance, and shared growth. And this emotional renewal isn't isolated, it's deeply connected to the broader transformation taking place in your life. As we transition into the next part of this reading, focusing on your personal well-being and inner alignment, remember this: the quality of love you attract is often a mirror of how gently and honestly you're loving yourself. This moment is not just about finding the right person, it's about becoming the version of you who's truly ready to receive them. Scorpio, when it comes to your well-being on March 25th, the stars are drawing your attention inward with quiet but persistent urgency. Right now, your emotional and physical health are more interconnected than usual, and the tension you've been holding mentally is beginning to show itself through the body. Whether it's fatigue that won't lift, restlessness that lingers through the night, or a sense of being emotionally numb, these are not random symptoms. They're signals from your inner world asking to be acknowledged, not ignored. As a sign that tends to process deeply, you often carry more than you show. But the weight of unspoken thoughts, suppressed emotions, and unresolved stress is accumulating. It's not weakness, it's accumulation. And your system, both spiritual and physical, is reaching for a reset. Now is the time to return to what grounds you, not out of luxury, but necessity. Gentle rituals can have profound effects. A morning walk, even just 10 minutes in the early light, can realign your nervous system. Journaling can help you make sense of emotional static that's been clouding your focus. A quiet cup of tea held with intention rather than habit becomes a moment of stillness in a day that may otherwise feel rushed or reactive. Meditation or deep breathing, even in short bursts, can help you loosen the grip of thoughts that run on loops. The key is not to overthink your healing process. This isn't about becoming perfect overnight. It's about creating a rhythm of care that supports your nervous system, allows your emotions space to move, and lets your body rest without guilt. Don't wait for the crisis moment to prioritize your peace. Prevention is the wisdom being offered to you now. There may also be an intuitive nudge to explore new approaches to wellness. Alternative therapies, energy healing, or subtle changes to your diet that align more with what your body is naturally asking for. Listen to those instincts. Healing is never one size fits all. And Scorpio, your path to wholeness is meant to be as unique and deep as you are. As we transition into the final part of this reading, your relationships with family and close connections, remember that your health sets the foundation for everything else. When your body and mind feel safe, supported, and seen by you, you show up to the rest of your life with more clarity, strength, and openness. Tending to yourself is not selfish. It's sacred. And today, it's not just recommended, it's required. In your family and close relationships, Scorpio, the emotional landscape around March 27th carries the unmistakable energy of disruption, but also of truth. There may be a sudden shift, a revealing conversation, or an unexpected realization that changes how you see someone close to you. It could be something that's been building quietly for a while, finally reaching a point where it can no longer be ignored. These moments, often uncomfortable, serve as catalysts, not to create distance for the sake of conflict, but to create clarity for the sake of growth. This is what many would call a tower moment. a crumbling of illusion or long-held assumptions that, while destabilizing in the moment, actually clears the way for a more authentic connection, whether that connection deepens or dissolves. You may find that certain family dynamics or friendships have been draining your energy, demanding more than you can give without compromise to your own well-being. The message now is simple, but not always easy. Protect your peace, even if it disrupts the comfort of the familiar. You may be called to establish firmer boundaries, not out of punishment or anger, but from a place of self-respect. If someone in your life has been taking without giving, projecting their fears onto you, or making you responsible for their emotional needs, it's time to step back and reassess the exchange. Ask yourself, does this connection support who I am becoming, or does it keep pulling me back into who I've outgrown? At the same time, not all the energy in this space is confrontational. There's also the potential for healing, for mutual understanding, and even for surprising support from someone you didn't expect. Sometimes, when you begin to shift, others around you begin to shift too, even if silently. Your growth may be quietly inspiring someone close to begin their own. Stay open to moments of vulnerability, and don't be surprised if a gesture of affection, an apology, or a breakthrough in communication comes through when you least expect it. As you move through these shifts, remember that chosen family is just as real and valid as blood. You're allowed to build your circle based on resonance, not just obligation. Trust your emotional radar. It's one of your greatest gifts. And as we come to the close of this reading, know this: your transformation doesn't need to be understood or approved by everyone around you. What matters most is that you honor it, because when you protect your energy and surround yourself with people who genuinely see and support you, everything else in your life begins to rise to that same standard, including your joy, your purpose, and your peace. As the final energies of March 27th settle in, Scorpio, the cosmic currents are aligning you with people and frequencies that either reinforce your path or challenge you to refine it. Your compatibility today reflects that delicate balance between harmony and growth. Earth signs like Virgo and Taurus offer the grounding you may be craving right now. Virgo's calm, analytical presence can help you sift through emotional noise and return to practical clarity, while Taurus brings a kind of steady devotion that reminds you it's safe to be deeply seen and slowly loved. With them, trust is built quietly but meaningfully, and that steadiness can feel like a balm to your often intense emotional waves. Aquarius, though seemingly different on the surface, can also offer surprising alignment. Their forward-thinking perspective and mental clarity may initially challenge your emotional depth, but in doing so, they can help activate your higher vision. These kinds of connections awaken the part of you that's here not just to feel deeply, but to evolve consciously. On the other side of this dynamic lies your relationship with fellow water signs, Cancer and Pisces. There is undeniable emotional resonance here. You speak the same unspoken language, feel before words are spoken, and understand each other's emotional landscapes almost intuitively. However, this depth can be both healing and overwhelming. These relationships hold the potential for powerful emotional repair, but only if both parties are grounded. Otherwise, the risk is getting lost in each other's emotional tides, unable to find a shared center. Your energetic compatibility today is a reflection of where you are in your inner journey. Are you seeking stability, expansion, or deep emotional connection? Your interactions will echo your inner clarity or lack of it. Choose consciously. As for your color ally today, emerald green is more than just a visual preference. It's a vibrational tool. This shade connects directly to your heart chakra, encouraging emotional clarity, healing, and abundance. Whether you wear it, visualize it, or simply surround yourself with it, let it serve as a reminder of your inherent worth and your capacity to attract love, wealth, and peace without force. It's the color of renewal, and right now, you're in the season of becoming. To close, I leave you with the mantra for today, one that speaks directly to the energy you're radiating as you move through this turning point. Your light is not just seen, it's felt, and it's guiding the right soul straight to you. Let that truth settle in your body. Let it remind you that you don't need to chase alignment. It finds you when you're rooted in authenticity. And today, Scorpio, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Scorpio, as we bring today's reading for March 27th to a close, I want to acknowledge just how far you've come. even if it doesn't always feel that way. This moment in your journey is asking more from you, not because you're failing, but because you're ready for more. The shifts happening now, whether subtle or seismic, are shaping a version of you that's clearer, stronger, and more aligned than ever before. Take what serves you from today's guidance and carry it into your choices with intention, with grace, and most of all, with trusting yourself. I'll be here again tomorrow holding space for whatever comes next in your unfolding. Until then, take care of your energy, protect your peace, and remember, your transformation is not only valid, it's necessary. You were never meant to stay the same.